Would you believe it? It's 7 o'clock and I've actually got on time for the first time ever. I don't believe it myself. This must be a dream. It can only be a dream. Good evening. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Saturday Night with Top Conker. And welcome to, obviously, listening to some silly old fool yapping about absolutely nothing. But hey, what else is there to do on a Saturday? Leave it. So, again, welcome everybody. And we'll see who's here at the moment. Let's just go through. Excuse my manners. Oh, I've just had a chicken kebab. Very tasty. Sparky, good evening, Sparky. And thank you for popping on the advert for me, mate. That's really, really very kind of you. I don't know how to do it myself. So just as well you're around, mate, I'll be honest with you. Andrews Morris, good evening, Andrews Morris. Nice to see you, mate. Looking forward to it. Well, hopefully you can join in, mate. We do tend to talk an awful lot of nonsense. Well, I do anyway. So we'll see how it goes, shall we? There we go. Effin, I'm going to ask you, Effin David, am I... I'm going to be so careful. Am I pronouncing your first name correctly? Effin? Let me know. Whatever. Anyways, welcome to see you, mate. If you've lost the blue spanner, well, I can soon put that right. I just bring up there. If I can find your... if you pop something on there for me, mate, I'll see if I can stick it straight back for you. Where are we? Yeah. Anyway, stick something up on the messages again, mate, and I'll do it for you. Of course I will. There you go. You're up there again. Dick's called Small Engines. Hello, Dick. You know, mate, you always have supported me. I do really appreciate it, mate. Yeah, I hope all is well. Yeah, it is actually. We're doing quite well. Couple of things, but I'll speak about it later on. Dick Small Engine. Good evening, Dick Small Engine. Again, as I've said, and John Clem. Hi, John. How you doing? I can't help myself every time. Every time I want to hear John. Everybody's saying hello to everybody else. Vince Prince, you're 30 minutes to wait. Yeah, they did, mate. Actually, I was surprised. Obviously, people, well, I don't know why they want to sit and wait for me, but at least we got it on. That's the main thing. John saying hello to Andrew. Dick saying enough time to sing a can of lager. Good man. Well done, Dick. Dick Small Engine, where are we? DNR Small Engine Repair. Hi, mate. How you doing? Hope you're very, very well. Ken Small Engines. Hello, Kenny. How are you, mate? I did watch a little bit of you this afternoon. Did try to join in, but for whatever reasons, just couldn't get in. Probably down to me. And I did enjoy you as always, mate. It's always interesting to listen to yourself, and of course, you're all the people on your panel. Where are we? Andrew Small saying hello. They're all saying hello. Henry, good evening, mate. How are you, my friend? On with the show in capital letters. Well, I'm surprised you got away with that one, mate. Don't worry, you get away with anything as far as I'm concerned. There we are. Everybody saying hello to Henry, and Henry saying hello to everybody else. Mac 210, good evening, Mac. How are you, mate? I hope you're very, very well. People saying hello. Bruce's shop's in. Hiya, Bruce. All the way down there in the heat somewhere. I forgot where you said. Is it Mexico you went? Can't believe just how lucky you are, my friend. I hope you're enjoying it anyway, because you deserve it. You certainly do. John saying hello to everybody else. And Bruce is saying hello. Barbecue burgers last night. Oh, just rub it in, mate. I mean, what do we end up eating? Stew, because it's so cold. Dear, oh dear. Go on down through again a bit further. Mac 20 through Henry again. Everybody saying hello to everybody else. Whew, getting through it slow but sure. I'm not sure if I'm doing this right, but I'm doing my best anyway. Hello. Good evening. John Clemens saying hello to somebody else. And I think I'm getting down through. Where are we at? Getting down there now. Every time I think I'm getting to the bottom, the more comes up through, which is great, actually. Mark Robbins, good evening, Mark. How are you, mate? Good to see you, as always. Jason Hughes, evening. Jason. Did I say hello, Jason? Well, if I didn't, hello, Jason. Jonathan Sherwood. Hello, all, and hello to you, my friend. Good to see you. Where are we? My eyes are going a bit cross here at the moment. Project Man, good. Hi, mate. How you doing? Good to see you, as always. I'm back, says John. Mac 210. If I'm missing anybody, please shout. All right. Ben's Workshop. Good evening, Ben. How are you, mate? Hope you're well. Everybody, Jonathan Sherwin, everybody knows your name. No, that's the kind of humour I like. Love it. Hello, Ash, AJP Garden Machines. How are you doing, mate? I hope you're well. And staying warm on that shed of yours. It must be difficult to stay warm in there, I should imagine. Lee, hello, Lee from Anfield Road Layout in the Loft. It's just a brilliant screen name, isn't it? Love it. Jonathan Sherwood, Top Conker. Hey, mate, how are you? Ben's Machinery, Dick Small Engines. Scotty Daniel. Hello, Scotty. Good to see you, mate. I hope you're well. Again, where are we? I think Tinkering Taylor. Hello, mate. How are you? I replied to one of your videos, I think, this week. I believe I did anyway. Well, I've been in bed since then, so I forgot everything I've done anyway. Edward Burke. Hello, mate. Are you well? I hope you are. Yeah, I think we're getting there now. Mend it, man. Hello, mate. Sort out your internet. I'd love to have more input on the streams. Yep, of course. Al McLean. Hello, Al. How are you? John Clem. Am I catching up yet? I think I am. I think we're getting close to it all now. Then I'll have a look over the other side because I would have forgotten everything then. Bass guitarist, 1985. Hey, mate. Now let me guess. I reckon you might play guitar. Well, I could be wrong, I suppose. My brother does, by the way. He was younger than me. Hate him. Living a plane, I can't. Joking, of course. I think I've just about caught up with everybody. If I haven't, then please shout. Looks like it there. Just going down through. Project Man saying hello to everybody else. I think we're there. Are we there? Yeah, we're there. Oh, thank goodness for that. Jordan, I'm sure he said hello, Jordan. Now, I was supposed to make somebody give a spanner, wasn't it? I've forgotten who it was already. Put it on there again, mate, and I'll do it for you. So, what have we been doing this week? Well, no doubt, some of you may or may not have had a chance to look at my latest video, which was interesting on my part. I quite enjoyed opening up at the carburetor and trying to work out how it all went together. Just read it. Bass guitar. What he knows doesn't know about generators. It's worth knowing. Oh, interesting. Okay, mate. Thanks, Dick, for letting me know about that. Yeah, so I cut over this Briggs & Stratton plastic carburetor. Just want to know what actually went on inside it, and want to know where all the bits and pieces went, where the holes went, what they did, what the jets did, how big they were, how easy it was. That's what it was. John Clem. Effin Davis. How do I do Effin, mate? Someone put something on there, mate, and I'll do it for you, as they say. But at the moment, I can't see you. This week on Conker's Dissect something. Yes, I know. Yeah. So I used my Dremel. So I got half of mine there looking out for Effin. Just to open up the carburetor, and it was quite difficult because, as obviously I made everybody aware, plastic melts under very high speed, small cutting disc. But I did manage to get it open, and I still got all my fingers, which surprised me more than anybody. Hello, John Rhodes. Good evening, my friend. How are you? And what I found in there was, to be honest, what I expected, with the exceptions of the, I think you would call it the idle jet, or the slow jet, or whatever you would call that, which I thought, well, it went a completely different direction than I thought it was going to go, to be honest with you. So that was a bit of a mystery, but it certainly opened my eyes. And a couple of other things. I was trying to work out, there was 3 jets on one of these cartridges, and what they all did and how they went. And I don't think I really got to the base of it all. But I did find another video. I think even by Briggs & Stratton put it on YouTube. Yeah. Do you know Sorry to interrupt. Dick, you're quite right. Do you know that guy's still not turned up for the machine that he now owes me quite a lot of money. He's kept me hanging around, but whatever. He will eventually when he's got some money, I suppose. Yeah, so Briggs and Stratton, they have got out an explanation of that carburetor. I did struggle a little bit to follow it, but it is what it is at the end of the day. I mean, they're never going to go back to what they had before. That's the way the world goes, I guess. And I mean, somebody did say about all the holes that they were put in there as part of the process of building. I have got some experience of plastic injection moldings. One of my jobs, one of the many jobs I've worked in quality, was working in a plastic injection company that some of you probably have even heard of, a company called Mahler or Mahler. It's a German company, made a lot of stuff, was all automotive stuff, all automotive, make pistons and rings and all sorts. But they also do air filters, air induction systems, which I was involved with. And we were working on these huge plastic injection machines. Anyway, that's another story, whatever. So that was that tobacco. And of course, what the other thing was, is that you ended up with that video as a bog off. Now, some of our American friends may not have ever heard of that saying before, but bog off, despite it sounding a bit on the edge, stands for buy one, get one free. Because my video somehow or another managed to repeat itself. So you've got two same videos for the price of one. And I don't know how it happened. I really don't know how it happened. I even asked Mick this morning about it, and he can't work it out either. Yeah, Ken, yeah, you've heard of Mahler. No doubt you must have done it. You've been involved with injection molding and with automotive. Well, I worked for them for, oh my lord, some years as I was their liaison engineer, traveling all around the world and all this nonsense for them. Yeah, things we've done in the past, eh? Bog over here and Ken's it. Buy one, get one, I suppose. Yeah, we call it buy one, get one free, bog off. But that's what it was anyway. So we'll have to try and work out not to do that again. God knows how. Yeah, so there we go. So what else? Well, I've been out in the workshop, and I'm going to do a video. Hopefully, do one this week. I hope. And it's just going to show how I winterize and look after my machine, or to be honest with my wife's machine, because she mows the lawn. I start it, I put petrol in. What more do you want? My girl, she's not here. By the way, she's not here tonight. She's gone out on a party with some friends of hers. So I could have a beer or a cider or two along here with my dog, my little Jack Russell lady. What was I saying then? Oh yeah, the garage. So what I'm going to do actually, I've got this little mower, the little Briggs and Stratton Quellcast push it along mower that my wife loves using, absolutely loves using it. We don't have a huge garden. I suppose it's, I'm not even going to guess, but we got a garden front and the rear of the house, and it normally takes probably a good hour to do both. So it gives you a rough idea. But she loves the machine, and I do look after it for her. We've had it now. I got it second hand. Oh, must be 4 years ago now. And it used to hunt like mad. It's a 450E motor on it. And like you will all know, they suffer from hunting. But I replaced the cartridge, hence the reason about the carburetor I cut in half. And it solved the hunting issues. It's always a devil to start. It always prime it, starts, stops. Prime it, starts, stops. Prime it, goes. So always it's got to be a fuel issue somewhere. But I'm not bothered because it always does. It always runs. But I'm going to strip it down again for the winter, clean it all up, get underneath, clean up the underneath the deck, together with all the grass and the dogs things. And I'm going to paint it with hammerite, which I hadn't done the last couple of years, but I think now it's time to do it. There's no rust.
but I want to prevent it. And I think I can get that mower going for some years to come. Get it winterized, get it cleaned up. So I might just do that. It's probably going to be a bit boring, actually. But hey, who cares? There we go. And of course, the other thing is, I think I might have said it to everybody that Mrs. H bought me a hoist, electric hoist for Christmas. And the idea of that is that I'm going to get it fitted up into the garage, so I can pick up the mowers on and off the lift, my workbench lift, whatever. Because I kept on hurting my shoulders. I mean, I'm not a young, I'm not. I know I'm 27. I wish I multiply it by about 3, about close. But I kept on hurting my shoulder, and I thought, no, this is the wrong way to do things. So I've got this. So I've been out and bought myself a piece of steel. Now this has to go from one side of the garage to the other side of the garage and rest on the walls. It's a single brick wall. And I managed to get myself a piece of 40 mil by 40 mil square box section, which is more than capable of taking the weight of the hoist and any mower. Of course, now I got to get the damn thing up, and decided not to even try. But I got a couple of mates who are going to come around, and one of them is a grave digger. The people we know, he's a grave digger anyway, and he's about 6'2" tall, built like a brick outhouse. He said, "Oh, I'll pull it up for you on your own, Phil." Top man. We're going to make sure it's the right length because obviously I want it not to move about too much, so I might have to cut it off. So that's yeah. I can't make it an A-frame, Ken, because I just don't have the room. It'll be fine when it sits on top of the walls. There is room and it will work. And as long as it doesn't slide around and twist and fall off, it'll be absolutely fine. John, yeah, by all means, mate. Yeah, please do. Send me pictures. I'll be interested. I think you've got my email address. And I can't remember it myself. I think I can put it up. Did I not have... where do I have some banners? Yeah. There we go. There you go. Email address. That's my email address. Please do, John, send it through to me, mate. That'd be really great. Really, really, really helpful. But it's single phase, be it over here in the UK. It wasn't even that expensive. It will take 250 kilos. Because I'm not going to have a lawnmower. If I had a lawnmower weighing 250 kilos, I'd have a problem. Good evening, Gary. Nice to see you, my friend. How are you? I hope you're well. So there will be a video of me and Tony Grave, as we call him. Tony Grave, yeah. Trying to get this damn thing up. I got another friend of ours who's the welder, who's trying to teach me to weld. He's called Tony Ferrari. The reason for that is he owns a Ferrari. He keeps on buying new ones. He's quite a wealthy man. But there we go. So that's that. So that's basically what I've been up to in the last few days. Probably just trying to get over last week's stream. And I still have a giggle about that now. I don't quite know how all that ended up. No doubt somebody somewhere tonight will start something. I'm not sure if Mick's going to be around. I've heard the good news that Riley Boy is now showing negative, or at least the red line, the double red line is now all but gone. So it means obviously the lad's getting better all the time. And that's really good news. I'm really chuffed. So there you go. So enough of that rambling. It goes on to 9 o'clock tonight. Well, not my rambling. I'm going to put the invitation out and see if anybody would like to come along. Now, I apologise. I can only have 6 up because I don't have the full version of StreamYard yet. Probably can't afford it, actually. Poor pensioner like me. But who knows? So there goes. There goes the link. I just popped the link out. I think, yes, there it goes. If anybody would like to come along and have a yap, about anything and everything, obviously we keep it clean as we possibly can. No bad language, of course, you realise that. And all the normal rules and regulations, but we all know anyway. So I'm going to see who's gone down the basement, and it's great to see. Well, these two gentlemen here, I'm going to bring them both up together. There's Ken, and would you believe Bruce, all the way from Mexico.
Yeah.
Hello, mate. What a nice surprise. How are you, my friend?
Good.
Good. It's great to see you. Well, I'm nice surprised to see you, mate. I'm surprised the weather's good down there.
Yeah, it's perfect. Plus 27. I felt bad. I missed your first inaugural live stream last week.
That's fine, mate. It all got a bit out of hand anyway, if you ask Ken. I think he started off. Yeah.
Well, we talked about male hygiene products.
Oh, Lord, no. Let's not start that.
Talking about which.
Henry.
Hey,
Hello, mate. How are you?
Good.
Oh, I like the sticker thing behind you.
You like that? Huh?
I like that. Yeah, it's very nice indeed. There are 58 people watching us, so we better behave ourselves.
Yeah.
You especially, Bruce. You know, I know what you like, mate.
This is like the facial hair club.
It is a bit, actually. I mean, to be honest with you, it has to be said that probably Henry looks quite distinguished. I'm just too
Hey,
idle.
all four of us have facial hair, yeah?
Yeah. Is it called hirsute? I believe they call it, don't they? Hirsute. It means bearded, I believe. I don't know.
Lots of bad names for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what have you guys been up to then? Because it's been a week since we managed to nearly close down YouTube.
Yeah.
I, for one, have managed to put my video out, a double video of it inside of a carburetor. You may or may not have seen that, Bruce.
I did not see it. I'm just catching up now. The last time I saw you were fitting the piston onto the body of that ridiculous chainsaw.
Oh, all done, mate. All gone, finished, starts, lovely. All done. But, and there's always a but.
There's always a but.
Yeah, the guy, he phoned me up beginning of last week. Said, I've used it, Phil, brilliant. I've cut 2 logs, stopped it, now I can't start it again. What's wrong? No idea.
Yeah. I've had them come back out of gas.
Hello, Steve. How are you, mate?
How you doing?
Hey, we got the facial hair. Here we go.
Hey,
Yeah.
look at us. Look at all 5 of us. Is it a prerequisite now to have a beard if you're a small engine mechanic?
Well, I hope Stella is exempt.
I hope so too. Yes.
5 amigos.
Yeah. So Phil, I like the fact that you cut that carburetor up. That was a good idea. I like that.
Well, it's me being me, Henry. I just like to know how things work sometimes.
Yeah. Well, I've been tempted to do that a few times on a few carburetors, you know.
Yeah.
I like when they do it with the engines, though. You can see the moving parts.
Right.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, you see them, they have the heads in like a see-through.
Yeah, then they paint the cross sections. It looks really cool.
Yeah.
They used to do that for traveling salesman samples, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I know.
Those are really popular in universities.
Oh yeah, yep.
Sure. Yeah. No, when I worked for Dyson, the
workshop,
vacuum cleaner people.
If those that don't know Gary, that's James Condon on steroids.
Yeah.
Oh wow, yeah. Gary, good to see you, mate. Welcome.
Gary,
you
you're
are.
muted, Gary.
There he is.
You got to turn on your mic, Gary. You're muted.
Maybe he's muted for a reason.
No, he got a new mic. He said.
Oh.
Hey,
Can you hear me now?
I like the color
How
of
you doing, guys? You doing, mate?
How you doing?
Yeah, we're doing. Wait, sorry, I called you Gaz. Then that's the British way of saying Gary.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, we said.
Yeah.
It's like
I'm
Barry,
just getting myself a little bit set up here.
Yeah.
I just say hello, Ken.
Barry get called Baz. It's just like a nickname. You know.
Here it's about 3 or 5 degrees out Fahrenheit, so it's pretty cold.
I think you'll have a word with Bruce. He could help you out on that. I mean, he could sit.
Yeah, he's down in Mexico.
7 degrees.
Yeah, I just figured I'd say hello and thanks for having me. Just figured I'm outside working today on this weird Kipper China generator. Can you guys see me okay? I can't see the other side of the camera.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Oh yeah, actually, yeah. We just brought you up on full screen, mate.
I never even heard of that brand. Yeah.
Never. It's a China brand.
Yep.
What is it? Was it a Jenny? Is it a generator?
Yeah, it's an inverter generator actually.
Okay.
So it weighs about 75 pounds, so it's pretty heavy.
For an inverter, yeah.
So what's that? That's a knockoff of a Honda EU 3000.
Yeah, and I got it for $75 US, and it makes power. So I'm just doing the carburetor now.
Awesome.
Left the fuel in it.
We complain about ethanol in gas, but it's kept us all busy for years.
That's a good point, Bruce. That's a good point.
Very similar to the Hondas. It's got a Huay, Huay.
Yeah, Huay. Yep. Yeah, they're common now on the Hondas. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's basically just a Honda clone.
That's a pretty good sized carburetor. How many watts is that?
3,000.
Okay.
So I gotta say, Gary,
it's about a 160 engine then, eh?
What's that?
It's about a 160 cc engine. Sorry, Steve.
Good question. I don't know too much about it, but the good thing is the guy. Well, quick story. The guy had it in his RV. He bought it like 8-9 years ago, and Kipper went out of business here in the States back in about like 8-9 years ago. Actually, probably a little bit less than that. And he wound up getting a new Generac IQ 3500. He wanted me to fix this, but as you can see, I had to take the whole half of the machine apart just to get to this.
Yeah. That's often the cases though with the Jennies, isn't it?
Sorry guys, I'm having a little hard time here. It's a little echoey.
Actually, that's often the case with the generators, the mini generators. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. It looks to have a Honda clone engine in it for sure. I don't really have too much other information on it, but the nice thing is that the guy was able to give me the instruction booklet for it.
Yeah, that's always a
I
plus.
was actually lucky.
Yeah.
Hey, Gary, what size ultrasonic you got over there? Looks like you got a decent ultrasonic.
It looks like a.
It's a 15 liter.
15. Wow, nice.
I got the biggest one you can buy. I'm heating up the water now, so.
I heat mine in the house, Gary. I heat mine in the house.
Yeah. Now this has got a heating function, but it takes a long time. It's only got a 400-watt heater in it, so it takes time. It's was made in 2006.
Preheat your water first for that's nice.
Say that again?
I said preheat your water if you're going to use that.
That's what I'm doing now. I'm waiting for it to boil, then I'll throw the rest in there. Then I can
use a coffee pot.
Does it do it on the kettle? Like
on the kettle.
Yeah, I got a little stainless steel one that boils a gallon at a time. That's all I'm doing. But yeah, this one. If someone asked about the CC, oh good, I got the schematic here. It is a 4 horsepower. It is.
Well, it won't be a 166 then.
Well, yeah, it's a 200 milliliter, 68 by 54 millimeter bore and stroke. So it's got to be, maybe about 200, maybe 250.
It looks relatively small, Gary. That machine. Huh?
Yeah, well, it doesn't feel small when you try to lift it.
No, can you get closer to it? I mean, it looks about 18 inches square from here.
Gary, what's the bore and stroke?
Bore and stroke. Wait, that's the 205.
Because it's probably like a 212, I would think.
I would think it's a 212. It's saying 4 horsepower. Let's see if there's a.
But a 160 is 5.5 horsepower. So
yeah, so it's got to be a little less than that. It says 4 horsepower. But
so it's a Honda GX 120.
Yeah, it's probably like a 141.
Yeah, 120, 140. Yeah. Pardon me, I'm just getting the chat up here so I can see everybody talking at the same time.
It's 132 pounds. This thing weighs dry.
Jeez, Lordy.
Wow.
Lordy.
Hey, Bruce, they got ethanol gas over there in Mexico or what?
Pardon me?
Do they have ethanol gas there in Mexico?
I don't think so.
Give me a few minutes. We'll get that boiling water.
I don't think they do, Hank.
Oh, that's good.
We just take cabs, though. We don't have a car down here.
Yeah.
Okay. That's going to cost you a few.
Right, but we only go somewhere once or twice a week, and it's, actually, after everything, we probably spend less money on transportation here than we do at home.
Yeah. How warm is it out there?
27
You
degrees Celsius.
You guys all follow what Mick was showing, well, other people as well, about getting rid of all the ethanol. Do you actually do that over there yourselves?
Ooh,
You
uh,
mix it with water?
There's something called mixer funnel that separates it.
Somebody's getting feedback big time. It's
yeah.
Yeah, not
hey,
sure.
hey, Gary, you didn't happen to leave your YouTube running, did you?
No,
It's muted or off?
I can mute you in between. I'll listen for you.
I'm
I
going
think it might be me, guys. I'm
put a
sorry.
headset on, see if it helps here.
Mine's muted.
Is that any better?
That good?
That seems okay. Yeah, I'm not getting to hear actually.
That actually helped. What the heck happened there? That worked.
Well,
Bruce?
I just put a headset on.
Yeah, sometimes it doesn't distinguish between the microphone and the headset, and you get feedback.
That's exactly why I changed to headset too, because if my volume was up too high, you guys were getting that from me.
Right.
Yeah.
Funny
I
enough,
remember
I
that.
just ordered a new webcam. This one's been playing up so long, and then Mick told me that we run Firefox over here.
Oh, Nick.
StreamYard doesn't like Firefox, I'm told.
Oh,
That is absolutely true, 100% guaranteed. You have to use Chrome.
Chrome, is it?
Or,
Okay.
not not Firefox. 100% true.
Yeah,
What's that, Gary?
I see it, Sparky. I see it, mate.
Spark, you want to come
No.
up here? You can drop me down, man. I know you only got 6 spots. Spark,
You know
wants
what
to come
was
up, say
happening?
hi. Go ahead, drop me down, Conk.
I'll go quick swap around, Steve.
Yeah.
It's bulged out.
Ah.
Must have been overcharging because it's all melted here.
What's that?
Hey, Sparky.
How many amp hours? How many amp hours that Gary?
9.
9. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, well,
You can see it's all wavy here.
yeah.
I'm hearing
I was,
some weird music.
yeah. I was
who's
talking
got the
to
weird
Compton
music?
about those batteries, and he was even saying, "Don't bother spending all the money on the ones."
Good evening.
Somebody's echoing.
Someone's echoing here.
I'm going
How
to
you doing, Sparky?
Yeah, good evening. How are you? It's not
Yeah,
me
good.
echoing. I've got no YouTube open, so I'm quite excited.
Oh,
Quite
nice.
all right tonight. Yes. Egg time. Yeah, no, it's not egg time. No, Pete Froud. How are you then, Henry? Bruce? Yeah, I see you got you got to attract all the flies with your yellow t-shirt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We had Steve with us as well. He's dropped out.
I know. I saw Steve. Yeah. I saw Steve. Yeah. So I've been busy all day. I've just been busy making signs this afternoon, so I've just been finishing off.
Somebody's tinging.
That's
Definitely.
my phone all the time. That's emails come in and start singing. I don't know how to shut that quiet it down some.
Well, I've got something to make you laugh at then. Let's have a laugh tonight, shall we?
Oh, yeah. Right on.
There you go. The head of YouTube.
The head of YouTube. Woohoo!
Can't be Gary, you know what I mean? You've got to make me one, you know what I mean?
I mean, what's this business with the head on StreamYard? Hang on a second. I mean, what's this all about?
What's that?
There is a running joke between Gary and everyone else, the head of YouTube.
Oh yeah.
How you doing, Pete Proud?
Pete Froud needs to get down to Mick Mowers and give him a hand with it all.
I don't know. Mick said something about owing money. I don't know.
I don't mean.
Well,
I
Wayne,
think he's more interested in getting down and picking up some of those mowers, Ken, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't know where they put them all.
I think he's got about 32 mowers in the garden at the moment.
It's a good thing you guys separate your yards with fences.
Do you guys not do in the States? And you don't have
Not really. No.
we do in Canada.
When you get pissed
have-
off, you do.
We have fences in Canada.
Yeah,
almost-
I was going to say,
almost
how
a-
do you know whose is what's then if you don't have boundaries?
The property line. Oh, believe me, you try and plant a tree, they'll tell you.
Well, your yards are, unless you're in the big cities, but your yards tend to be like a half an acre, right? So
We only have my yard's 0.29, so about a
Oh,
third.
wow.
Yeah.
Close.
Hi, Ronnie. Good to see you, mate. How you doing?
I got a fence up so I don't kill my neighbor.
So how are you going to fix the scaffolding pole on the old brick walls? Then are you just going to put like 2 brackets over to stop it wobbling?
Well, at the moment, he's just going to go up there, and I hope it don't fall down.
Well, yeah, but it will do because it will roll off. Remember that if it's square,
Yeah, I mean, it's not. No, it's box section as far as
you should be all right then.
Yeah, it's box section. It should
But
be
we're talking
fine.
about you, Conker. You know what I mean? We're talking about you, Conker. You know what I mean?
He's teasing you, man.
We're talking about you.
I
Accidents.
will
Safety Sally will be after you.
do a video on it. I mean, the problem with it, to be honest with you, putting it up is it would take us about half an hour to put up.
Yeah.
And the video will last about 30 seconds because the rest of it be bad language, and you can't broadcast that.
Yeah, you can't.
Oh, you can.
Yeah, only once, though, Bruce.
Definitely, yeah.
We're all bilingual, English and profanity.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
English and Cornish. I could do it in Cornish, maybe.
Yeah,
That'd be one way to
See,
do
that
it.
would be a local joke. We wouldn't get that.
You wouldn't get Cornish. No, well, down in Cornwall, they got their own language called
yeah,
Kernock.
down here. Yeah. Hello, Rob.
Are those the guys that go crazy at the football games and 80 people get arrested and the
No,
stands
that's
fall
London.
down?
That's London. That's London.
That's up in London, mate. Yeah, down in Cornwall, they're Celts. We call them Celts, the same as the Welsh.
Yeah.
They're of that breed. It's not the right word. Of their heritage.
Easy now. You're broadcasting live.
Yeah, I mean, I've lived down there for 29 years and picked up a bit of a twang myself.
Yeah, twang.
But,
Yeah, Cornish is good. We live between Devon and Cornwall, so I'm right bang in the middle.
Oh,
Hey, we all love those.
Slightly soiled.
That'd be all right. That'd blow off.
That's a Briggs. So that's a Briggs filter or a Hall.
Yeah, the 499, whatever it is.
Oh, you're getting into the green screen then, Henry.
Say what?
Got a nice green screen behind you.
Yeah, huh? You like that?
That's pretty nasty.
I think I've seen worse than that.
I love looking in guys' shops. That echo isn't me.
No, nothing to do with us.
So how do you spend your days, Bruce? I'm fascinated. How do you spend your days?
Here, let me stand up and see if that helps. No, it doesn't. Sorry, I missed that.
I'm waiting for Bruce to get the t-shirts made, you know what I mean?
Hang on a second.
Yeah. Mine's a 3XL.
How do you spend your days down there? Obviously, in the lovely weather, and you just swimming and stuff, walking around, or you got stuff to do?
Oh, we're on a beautiful beach, and when the tide goes out, it's probably 50 meters of flat sand that's just walkable. It's not, and you can just walk for miles, and that's what we do every afternoon if the tide is out.
Yeah,
it's only about 2 weeks a month that it does that.
Okay, I was going to say it'd be a bit more difficult. The tide was in, wouldn't it? You'd be paddling around.
Yeah, that's right. And it comes up high, and you can hear it slam. You can hear it from the bedroom window. You can hear the tide banging away all night. It's lovely. I don't know how else to say it. It's just beautiful.
Sure. Yeah, I might know. So I think it's quite. That can actually help you go to sleep. They say the sound of the sea and the waves and all that.
And I'm an inland guy. Like, I mean, at home, I'm 1,500 miles from the ocean. So,
yeah, I know. We rented a house once in the bedroom. Had what they call the Velux window in the roof, like a glass thing. And when it rained, it used to bang on the glass, and that used to really send you to sleep. It was quite amazing,
beautiful.
Just that sound. Amazing it was.
Yeah, so we've only been here 5 days, Phil. So we're just getting into the routine of no routine.
It's lovely.
I slept until 9:30 this morning. That's great.
Brilliant.
That's when Ken called me Snore Pender, instead of Senior Pender, that was very appropriate because I slept in this morning.
Well, it's one thing I must admit I found when I retired. A friend of mine said to me, when I retired, he said, "You wait and see. You'll lose track of the days."
Right.
I thought, no, but he's absolutely right because
I'll
every
say-
day's a
yeah.
Saturday.
I'll say to my wife, it feels like Monday, and it'll be Thursday or whatever.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
feels like Monday today.
Yeah, it's right because you just don't have to get up and go to work, do you? You get up when you want to.
The only days that are really a peak on the calendar are Tuesdays and Fridays because that's when I upload videos and then I have to answer all the comments and
Yeah, sure, yeah.
So, Brucey, you were saying February though, no vids, right? You're doing your coin hunting or whatever.
Right. I've got 2 videos a week in January, 1 video a week in March, and then February is I'm going to build some stuff. Metal detecting, going to town to see a band maybe or whatever. And I'll do the Mexico videos in February. That was a lot of work to set that all up,
Definitely.
because I had to do double the amount of videos last fall. Now my subscribers get, that's not made this week.
Yeah.
They said I got comments.
The only thing must admit I've found is I've ended up going to bed later and later because I don't have to get up in the morning. So instead of going to bed, say at 10 o'clock in the evening, it's way past midnight nowadays. It's
my old neck puts me to bed every night about 9.
okay. Yeah.
I'm just like I said yesterday, just like an owl.
Yeah.
All right, detective.
What's good about going to bed early is you get up at 2 o'clock. You can watch all the different videos that are on your.
Absolutely bang on.
Yeah, you got to put these on over there. You wake up the boss.
To be honest with you, Henry, if I get up at 2 o'clock in the morning, it's not to watch videos.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
it's usually to visit the loo, right?
every time, mate. Yeah.
We call you the whiz. We call you the whiz kid.
Yeah.
Phil, when the prostate goes from this to that, then you gotta.
Sure. Is when you're dreaming about it, you think,
yeah.
Oh dear.
You just hope you don't have anything happening, but in your mind.
Better in the loo than on the sheets.
Right.
Hey, all depends.
Exactly.
Well, when you're a young lad and all the rest of it, you can start about 6 foot away from the toilet, and then gradually walk towards it and never miss.
Yeah, when you're younger, it's how many feet can you urinate. When you're older, it's how many inches can you urinate.
Yeah.
There is a UK bed now in the UK as a built-in toilet.
I can see that. Oh yeah. You know what? I have to ask where did the echo come from because it's gone now.
No idea.
I think it's Gary actually. I turned Gary's mic off. I think he kind of sees busy there.
He said he had a hemispherical microphone or something like that.
Right.
Yeah. I mean,
too much
working their way.
These high-tech guys have too much.
Is there anyone in the basement?
Yeah.
Ken, you bought a new microphone for your truck?
I'm buying one of those Rode microphones, the one that Mick uses. They said
yeah.
I gotta say something.
Yeah,
I said, is anybody in the basement?
Not at the moment, no.
Yeah. Because when you went to buy parts, we could hear you talking,
What's up, Bruce?
But
I was just saying thanks to Wayne. He mentioned my truck.
Yeah, don't forget, everybody, that he owns 99% Dutchies, you know what I mean? The amount of money's put in that over the years.
Yeah, but
Bruce, good night, man. Don't talk about it. I'm going to sleep.
Did you see in the chat the other day, Bruce, when Mick came on, he goes, he was looking for gas for Frank or something, he said.
Hey, there's a guy in the complex is named Frank. It's the only guy I can remember his name.
Blimey.
I am so bad at names. Oh my God, I just can't remember names.
Brucey, are they expecting any snow up in Red Deer while you're gone, or what?
Oh
Probably
yeah,
tons, right?
Yeah. Well, February will be crazy. It's just I have a roof rake. Do you guys have that kind of stuff? You know,
Yeah.
when you get a
Can
lot
I
of snow,
drop you down a minute, mate?
So
Yeah,
you don't
drop
get
us down,
the,
drop us
you don't
down.
get the ice dams. Yeah.
Drop us down, mate. No worries.
Yeah, I rake off about a foot.
just
from the edge.
just where you get the icicles potential.
Yeah.
The
Hey
gutter.
guys, I want to bring up somebody that is new to our scene here, and looking forward to having a chat with him. He's made himself look pretty. He's made sure everything's all done up properly and done his hair and all the rest of it. So,
He
guys,
has hair.
say hello to Andrew. Andrew, good evening, mate.
Uh-oh.
How you doing, mate?
Hey.
You right? How's it going?
Good to see you, mate.
Whoa, he
Whoa.
How's it all going? Sorry.
Twice in 2 days, buddy.
How's everybody doing? All right?
See you
Andrew,
down
if
the
you turn
Tim, I
your
see you,
phone
mate.
sideways, we'll have a full view of you
Tim, I see you.
because
So,
you're on
Andrew,
portrait
welcome.
now.
What have you
So
been
you
up to?
picked
Yeah.
I saw you picked up a few subs.
Oh, you made
The other way.
Andrew's locked on portrait.
the other way.
It is loading. It is loading.
What are you up to now, Andrew?
So, sorry?
What are you up to now? Subs.
I'm at 56 subscribers. That's amazing.
Nice.
10 more than yesterday.
I'll tell you
Oh,
what will
incredible.
probably help you, Andrew, is having a proper beard, not none of this bit of chin nonsense.
That's what the kids
You know
do.
what? My
for
mum-
all the-
My
the kids
my
do
mother
that.
hates me having this beard.
Yeah, just you want to get it joined up now, mate. See
Oh yeah.
just see the rest of the boys here. I mean, well, apart from Kenny, just a lady
That's the starter kit, Phil.
brother. Oh dear, oh dear.
Hank, yours
What's
is getting along.
what's everybody been up to today then?
Nothing.
Battling the cold.
To be honest with you, Andrew, just staying alive.
Yeah.
That's the
that's
first rule every day. Keep on breathing. Anything
That's
after
true,
that is a bit of a bonus, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I posted another video today, so that's all up now. I've got a problem with the throttle. Basically, it's getting, I don't know what it is. It's either getting stuck or there's a spring missing somewhere because it's not springing back as you squeeze it. So I've put loads of WD-40 down the actual wire, but it's not. I think it's springing back. So I'm not sure what's going on there, to be honest.
What throttle we talking about, Andrew?
They're on a trimmer.
Mower?
On a
Oh,
strimmer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Does it have the return spring on the shaft itself as well?
Yes. That's
Sometimes
all. It's
those
a
snap
pretty
off.
much brand new trimmer. It's a 2018 trimmer. So
So without the cable, does the throttle spring back as it should do?
no.
Yeah, check
Well,
that spring on the shaft. Sometimes the tabs break off.
Yeah, the
Oh.
tab's probably broken off.
Yeah. Okay.
There's
So
only
yeah, that
only-
part one's gone up.
Yeah.
That part one's gone up. So part two will be up tomorrow as well. That's all good.
Well, if you let Ken know the number of the car, we get it.
He'll have it in his head. 3, 6, 5, 7.
Yeah, he
4,
does it by
4,
heart
3,
anyway.
Mr. Know-it-all.
Thanks, Dick, mate. That means a lot.
So Ken, did you sort out what's his name, Mr. Briggs? Did he get it?
Oh yeah, he got it figured out. It's an older design MTD with the dual pulley for the auger. The problem is the old design, it tensions the drive. On most snowblowers, the actual drive pulley is always tensioned. It's
Right.
all the time. And what happened was on the newer ones, they pull the pulley toward what I'm calling the passenger side or the right side as you're standing behind it. But on the older ones, they tension toward the driver's side, the other side. So
Right.
the way that this pulley was, this is actually pulling the spring in the other direction. So he was getting confused because the parts list we looked at showed the spring going the other way.
Right.
And now it goes this way because it tensioned this left side of the belt stayed straight when you're pulling back the right side of the belt. It doesn't seem like it would make sense, but it works that way where the idler pulley is literally 1/8 of an inch from the other side of the belt. So, but it
Okay.
worked though. He sent me a photo. It worked.
Good,
Yeah.
good.
Man, I finally bought a set of those ratchet wrenches for snowblowers, because how many times you have to skinny that wrench into
Oh,
that
that 3/8 on the side to take off the belly
yeah,
pin.
yeah.
Yep. But how many times, Bruce, you take that thing, you hold it with one hand, go real fast, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you drop it into the internal side, or the bolt falls off and goes into the guts of the
Or
transmission.
you drop it into the drain oil pan that's underneath full of oil.
That's why I bought the extension. I mean, long extended wrenches. They're not the
Yes.
little regular. They're long.
I like those sidewinders they have now. You ever see those guys? They look like those ratchet wrenches, but there's a little chain inside, and you stick that in on the bolt. Then you stick your ratchet, your impact on it, and it's actually a chain driven.
Oh yeah.
They call them Sidewinder. That's the brand, and they work great for that.
I gotta look that up.
Yeah, Sidewinder, really cool.
I think Henry from Mowers and Blowers.
Yeah, he did I think he did a video on them. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to put a picture of the.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up right now.
Yeah, because I've not actually heard of those, to be honest with you.
Yeah, they're really nice.
Oh, I got a rattle. I got the picture of a rattlesnake.
We use them a lot, Phil, on cars and trucks, like for water pumps and alternators where you can't get in there. So that way it steps out, so you could either a ratchet or an impact, a foot away, and it still works.
Yeah.
So I gotta say something. Do you guys know Haney Oki 14? Have you guys, Mr.
Yeah,
Haney, we call it?
He got hurt. Was it last week or the week before?
He got hurt. His hand got caught in an auger, and
Oh Lord!
Yeah, what was it? 3 fingers, Bruce, or something?
Three fingertips.
Yeah,
and he still can't do anything. If you know what I mean, like it's his dominant hand too. Mm-hmm. So he's had to learn how to do everything. If you know what I'm saying.
He may be on here. I know he's on my stream.
Yeah, he's a fine guy.
Oh yeah, great guy. Yep.
Yeah. And I'm not going to share the picture, but he sent a picture today.
I know. I saw that. I was like, ooh.
Oh yeah, let's have a look at the picture. Let's have a look.
No. I out of respect for him, he's
yeah. I understand. Don't worry.
Believe me,
you know what? It rattles me. It rattles me so bad because I take chances, you guys know, and I get home. Things are changing. I had a saw blade come apart on me, and I've got that little coat that floats towards the lawnmower blade, and all that's changing when I get home.
Oh my!
I tell you, Brucey, as someone who had a finger injury a couple years ago, when they put that numbing needle in, I saw Jesus. I mean, that was like.
Yeah, they kill you with pain so you won't feel the pain. Like, what the hell is that?
I'd rather have the injury again instead of the needle.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're lucky with that coat there, Bruce.
That's going to change.
Could have made you a soprano.
Yeah. I've got the new Healy Hansen overalls, which are much more. They tuck everything in, everything.
Okay. I've always liked those German style ribbon braces,
Oh, I tried some of those Carhartt overalls, and they either fit Mick or they fit a kid. Like I tried the large, they were too small, and then I tried the extra large, and I looked like I should be in a circus.
Yeah.
Overalls help.
Yeah, they are good. I don't like the overalls like you've got, Gary, because they're hard to pull over my shoulders. I like the ones that snap.
You got the 2-piece ones, the pants and the jacket.
True.
Yeah.
But I might just take my blue coat. I might take my blue coats, you guys, and just how that's kind of my thing, right? My blue coat is my shtick.
Yeah.
But I think I might just take off a foot and hem them a foot higher.
There you go. Yep.
Because it's really nice to have a cool, well-fitting coat on, and then it's way easier on the wife's laundry, eh?
Yeah.
But that after seeing Mr. Haney's hand, and then I had that saw blade come apart last fall. How
old is he? How old's the Okie?
He looks like he's about between you and I.
Yeah.
30.
And he still stuck his hand in there.
I don't know what happened.
Okay.
The machine could have kicked.
There's the white coat I used to wear, guys.
Hey, the doctor. Yeah, doctor's in the house.
There you go.
So Phil,
the memento.
Ken's showing you the picture of those sidewinders.
I saw that.
Let me have a look. 2 seconds.
Well, they look like the old ratchet type, eh?
Yeah, but there's a chain inside.
Right.
Yeah, Ken. Oh. Oh yeah. There you go.
There
That's
we go.
the brand. Yeah, there's chains inside, so you can get to something up to a foot away.
Oh,
and
you could put a socket on the end instead
You put a
of
socket on the
using
end of it, or an impact, or
okay.
whatever,
Right.
and that way you can get
wow.
to something. They say break
that's
it away
good.
with the normal wrench, but then tighten or loosen with these.
Got it.
I can't think of anything I would work on that would need me to buy that, though, Ken, to be honest
Yeah, but
with
if
you.
you're working, say a bolt has an inch to come out, and you only have an inch and an eighth space, you
Yeah,
can't
I
put a wrench
understand.
in there. This you can put in there and just buzz it out.
Yeah.
Chain or tillers and snowblowers.
Yeah, yep, definitely. Yeah, where you're trying to get the bolt in between the wheel and the housing of something, you know,
or flashing cover, you know.
Mhm.
You know, just trying to think. Yeah, I mean, some of those Briggs and Strattons, the stationary engines, those covers, they were a bit tight to get in between there sometimes. I remember.
Mhm.
So you end up doing a flat at a time, trying to get them off. But they
Yeah,
can
I know a
work.
lot of times like alternator bolts on cars where you got to reach way down, the radiator's in the way or something like that.
Or the one that's tight that you can't get to.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're put in by design, Bruce.
Yeah.
That's the engineers or the
Well,
design engineers having a laugh.
You're gonna tighten up your belt on the alternator and you loosen the top one and nothing happens. It's like, oh no. And you gotta go underneath.
They are Bruce.
Hey,
You're not there.
I make that joke about I would like
Yeah,
to
did the
frame
blue
it in
coat
your
go to
honor.
Mexico or did that stay in Red Deer?
That's back home, baby. You know what? That's a tough trip because you leave home, it's minus 27 outside, and you've only got this little tiny coat, and you got to get to the bus, and you got to get to the airport, and you got to do all this stuff before you get down here. And then after you get down here, you're overdressed.
Yeah. Did you find a hat? You said you were looking for a hat.
Yeah, you're hatless, Bruce.
Yeah. Well, it's around here, but I've only got one. I'm going to buy 2 or 3 more Bucerias hats.
Yeah,
Yeah, but what are you going to do with
Nice
that
hat.
It's like worn. You're going to raffle that off or what?
Yeah. Yeah, it's been in the family for years. Joke.
I'm going to be muted for a bit here.
You're right, Wayne. No loose clothes. No, I know. And Wayne gives me heck every time I wear something scary. He does.
Don't you love watching the old videos teaching you how to use a lathe and they got a tie on?
Yeah.
I can remember. I can remember watching a video when we went. I went to a training course. I can't remember when, many years ago now, and they showed a woman using a drill, when a tower drill, whatever, when a hair went in. Oh my lord! Oh dear! Oh dear!
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when they have the conveyor ones, the conveyor belt ones, a lot of people are getting hurt with those.
Sure,
Well, that's why all the apron stripes tie in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I worked in a paper mill that used to make the paper for
There we go.
There you
a company called, it doesn't matter what they're called, but the as you probably know, that paper currency is not actually made of paper, it's made out of cotton. Yeah, and it goes for a series of baths and rollers and heaters and stuff. And one of the companies, and I think it was over here in the UK, one of the engineers went inside one of the cabinets to make an adjustment, and he went into the roller.
Ooh.
And this roller throws paper, which is about a mil thick. I'll leave the rest to your imagination. You know.
Yeah. Well, that's like on the aircraft carriers. Just once in a while, a guy gets sucked into an intake of a jet.
Yeah.
Well, it ruins the whole day, doesn't it? Let's be honest.
I was working at a place called Rand Whitney where they take all the cardboard that people throw away and they mulch it up.
Yeah.
And then they reprocess it to make more cardboard. Well, I seen it looks like a big mixer, like, for your household, big knives in there, and it just shreds everything up. Well, a guy did fall in there when they were shredding, but they didn't stop the machine.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
Just like when they're building the dams and the bridges, when they're pouring the concrete, somebody falls in, they're like, see ya.
There's a few guys in, the Hoover Dam? There's a few guys
Hoover
inside
Dam,
of that.
Yep, they got their names on the side of it. Yeah.
Well, actually inside the concrete.
Yeah, because you can't stop the pour. I mean, it's calculated, the heat, the cooling, all that. You can't just stop. They had trucks lined up for miles. What are you going to say? Oh, sorry,
Well,
we'll be back in a few days.
that would be like a 3-year pour, and they can't stop
Exactly.
because they'll get a fissure in the concrete. Yeah.
Yep. And they say it's still cooling, even though it's 90 years old.
Yeah.
They say parts of it are still cooling.
Curing anyway.
Yeah, but coming down in temperature.
Yeah, enjoy your tea, Ronnie. Oh dear, oh dear. So I suppose it's better that conversation than about male Tampax. So I suppose it's got to be a bit better than
Here
that.
we go again.
Oh, no, I'm not
No, but somebody asked, I think Aaron Turner asked that at the beginning of the stream. He asked Phil, where'd you go to the show with Mick? And then he wanted you to respond.
Oh yeah, I went. Where did I go? I went to Semtex.
You're getting there. You're getting close. You're getting close.
No, not Semtex.
What's the opposite of pepper on your dinner table?
God, you guys.
Here we go again.
What do you have with pepper on your dinner table?
No. What's it called?
So anyway,
Birmingham. Went to Birmingham.
thanks for
Saltex.
continually
Saltex,
talking.
that's what- yeah, opposite the pepper, for God's sake.
Got to think of salt and pepper. Salt.
I still like Tampax better. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Tell you what is oh dear, oh Lord.
Oh, we had a good laugh out of that.
Yeah. And my expense is normal. I don't mind. I'm big enough to take it. It's not a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what else have you guys been up to? I mean, I've just told you all about me. You've been busy. I mean, Andrew, there, I know he just started. We sat there quiet, Andrew. You gotta say something, mate. I'll do a mic on you. At the bottom.
Well, yeah, just started up really. Just gonna get as much videos out as I can, and see how it goes. I can't believe that the subscribers have gone up that quick already.
Where are you
Sorry,
based to, Andrew?
I'm in Devon.
Oh, down in Devon. Oh, down near Sparky then.
Yeah. I'm near, quite near to Scotty Danny as well. He's in Somerset and I'm in Devon.
Okay, yeah.
Nice. About 10 minutes away.
Simone too, Hooked on Classics.
Yes, I am. Yeah, I think he lives in Plymouth. Is it?
Yeah, she's in Plymouth. Yeah.
I lived down in Plymouth and Saltash for many years.
Oh, cool.
You know, over the bridge, over the Tamar Bridge in the Saltash. I lived there.
Oh yeah.
Only just Cornwall, but it is Cornwall, just about.
Oh.
I lived down there for.
Hey Phil, I see Mick wants to come up. You can throw me down.
Yeah, you can come up. I mean, did I not put the link out there?
You can throw me down too if you want to get Luke up and whoever.
Let me just see if I can get the invite a second. Bear me a second.
I got a cat.
I've got a job to do in Mexico. Can you believe that?
What do you got to do?
Well, I went to use the barbecue last night, and when you exit a unit before the next people come in, the cleaning staff come in and they clean this place right down to the corners. Mm-hmm. But they wiped the burner on the barbecue, and that light film of grease covers a lot of the holes. Mm-hmm. So I got to take a little toothpick or something and poke each hole on the burner.
Sorry to interrupt you, Bruce. Gary, I don't know. Can you hear me, Gary? Gary, can you hear me?
I'd say that would be the first person to put down.
Yeah, you can put Gary in the basement because he's busy.
Gary, can you hear me, Gary?
He's on mute.
Okay. Yeah, there.
Yeah.
Gary,
Yeah, we're going to throw Gary in the basement. That's fine.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to drop you in the basement, Gary. There you go. I know Tim's been sat there as well for a while. Hi, Tim. Good evening, mate.
Hi, Tim.
Conker, that's a really good problem to have. You got
Andrew.
Hi, Tim.
How's it going, mate?
You can drop me down.
Your channel, Andrew.
Sorry, Tim. What's up?
I just subscribed to your channel.
Oh, cheers, bud. Thank you.
Conker, it's a good problem to have. You got too many guys up. That's a good problem.
Yeah. Well, it is. I mean, and I'm just looking at the quality of my guests, and I am impressed.
And besides that, the rest of us are here.
Yeah. So, Conker, have you got any projects on the go, mate? Have you?
Projects? Oh, there's always something on the go, mate. What projects? Yeah, I mean crane. My hoist is my project, and then my wife's mower, and then I've got 7 mowers up there. They're in different stages of repair or getting ready to be sold next year.
Phil, did you say wife's mower? That sounds like an oxymoron.
My wife's mower. I don't mow the grass. I don't mow the grass, Ken.
Wow.
I start the mower for her. That's my job in life.
Nice.
I'm in the middle of a project.
What's that then?
Stripping down a McCulloch. I've stripped it all down. I just need to weld all the holes up in it and then put it all back together.
Yeah, I seen that, Tim. You did.
I was going to say you had a video of those bolts, Tim. Yeah.
I don't do McCullochs, mate.
No, you like the BMX racers, right, Phil? BMC racers.
No, I feel like the STD ones.
Oh, yeah.
I have.
Is that an older saw, Tim? Because those little old McCullochs are clamshell and they're hard to work on.
Yeah, well, it was hard to get the engine off. I had to end up grinding the bolts off to get the engine off.
Yeah.
So I've just got to drill them out on the engine block on the bottom of the engine, and then try and get it all welded up, and then put it all back together and get it punted out the door.
You had to cut the bolts off, Tim?
Yeah, I had to grind the bolts off to get the engine off because I tried heating them. I tried WD-40. I tried everything to get them off, and they wouldn't come.
There's nothing easy about an easy. Yeah. There's nothing easy about an easy out.
They should be called hard outs.
Yeah.
Now, Tim, was that with a nut and bolt together when you were cutting the
just
top?
just a bolt, but the top of the bolt was square.
Yeah, why did you cut the top from the motor side? Why didn't you cut the top?
I should have done, I realised that now. Okay. But I just cut it from underneath the deck, and then I cut them off at the top, flush with the bottom. So I've just got to get a drill bit and drill them out.
Yeah, you'll be careful with that because you're not careful. The drill bit will case harden the bolt, and you'll never get the big drill.
If you want to knock me down,
that's why I'm going to start with a small drill bit, and then work my way up to a bigger drill bit.
If you want to take me out for a bit, Conker, and bring Mick up, that's fine.
He's not there at the moment. You're fine, Bruce.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got a Husqvarna self-propelled lawnmower that I'm doing an engine swap soon. So I'll be recording that soon as well. So, but I've got to do a bit of filler into the deck because there's a few teeny weeny pinholes in it. So got to pin all that up, and then there'll be a video on that.
So what software are you using, Andrew, for your streams?
My streams, they're StreamYard.
Yeah, what about for your videos? I meant, sorry, your videos.
Well, that's just on normal YouTube. That's on normal YouTube. Just going like.
You don't use like iMovie or any of the video editors?
To edit?
I think it is iMovie. Yeah, I think it is iMovie. Sorry, yes. Okay. Yes, it is.
Yeah, I mean, if you want any advice on Movie Studio, don't ask me.
To be honest, Conker, no offense to yourself, my friend, but I'm not going to ask you for any computer advice. Anything. All right.
Well, the only way to learn it is to jump in.
Yeah, jump in.
That's how I've been learning my iMovie. I bought this brand new computer with 16 gigs RAM and everything. I'm playing around with it, with moving this, putting little pieces in the corners and stuff, and trying to remember how I did that.
Yeah, that's the
music and all that. Yeah.
And then when it's all over, you save it somewhere and you can't find the damn thing.
So I tried to render that video just being out 3 times, and I've no idea where it went, but it didn't go to YouTube. It's probably still in the ether somewhere. I have no idea where it is. So Mick had to help me. Then we ended up, it still had doubled anyway, but there we go.
Yeah.
So, Tim, where are you from then?
Originally, I'm from Peterborough, but I live in Scotland now, Motherwell.
Cool.
It's a bit
chill. I'm going to grab a spot of tea if you want to throw me down.
I've been up here since 1996.
Sorry to interrupt, Tim. You say what?
I'm going to grab a spot of tea. So if you want to drop me down.
I'll drop you down. And there's a couple of guys in there. I'll drop you down.
You can drop me down. Bring somebody else up too, Dirk.
Yeah, me too. Anytime.
Oh,
It's your stream.
Yeah. Where are we? Partness has been sat there quietly. Hello, Partness. How you doing?
Evening, Conker, and rest of the
How you
panel,
doing,
Bruce,
mate? Good to see
Hank,
you.
Tim,
doing?
and Andrew.
How's it going?
Good, all good.
Well, that went well.
Ronnie Barclay.
Oh dear. I've got Lee down there as well. I'm going to try and bring Lee up a minute. Okay.
Yeah.
As
See you in a bit,
brotherly.
Henry.
See you later, Hank.
Hello, Andrew.
Hey,
Hello.
You down there, Henry. Don't worry, mate. I see you, mate. I got you.
How's it
Don't
going?
disappear.
Not too bad. I'm going to give you a shout out on my live stream tomorrow as well to try and get your subs up.
That's amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, you know, I'm actually got I've got a train. I'm into the trains, but I follow a lot of different channels. You've got to start somewhere though, Andrew. And
Yeah. I mean, like I was the minute my first video went live, I thought, oh no, you know, I've done all that wrong. But to be honest, the support I had off that video was amazing. I thought, yeah, you know what, that's all right. So I've just been copying that video with me acting. This is how I act in real life. I don't put on a face for anyone.
Yeah.
This is just me.
You don't need just let it roll, let the camera roll, and just see where it takes you. That's the way you look at it.
Yeah.
The thing is, just imagine you're talking to a mate.
Yeah.
Just imagine you're talking to a mate when you're talking to camera.
Exactly. Yeah.
You should see my first video. I filmed my first video with a laptop camera back in 2011.
Well, we've all got to start somewhere.
Whereabouts are you, Bruce?
I'm in, well, right now I'm in Mexico, but I live in Western Canada in Alberta by Calgary.
All right, okay, cool.
Yeah, you got to remember, Bruce. You're everybody's hero because you started Mick off and lots of the rest of us.
Yeah, I've helped a lot of guys,
and Henry and lots of other guys. So yeah. Class act, mate, a class act.
You got to get. Well, I like to get. You know, back in the day, you had to earn $100 of cash before they paid you, and that's about the same as getting 1,000 subscribers. But they changed it from that $100 to 1,000 subs.
Yeah,
and I think that's just a bit bigger hurdle, but. There's probably so many more people in it now than there was back in 2011.
And you need the watch time as well.
There's only so many things you can talk about in there, especially with small engines and lawnmowers and stuff. There's not a finite subject, is it? I mean, you can talk about cleaning the carburetor till the cows come up.
I used to worry about that. Oh my gosh, I'm cleaning another Briggs & Stratton carburetor, right?
Yeah.
And then I thought, but if you put the model number of the unit, let's say it's a Craftsman 10, 20, or 22, 12, whatever, and you put that up, some guy out there has that lawnmower and he has trouble with that. He thinks that his lawnmower is different than everybody else's and he's going to clean his carburetor from your video. He doesn't realize that a 6-horse Briggs & Stratton carburetor is a 6-horse Briggs & Stratton carburetor. Yeah. And that's how you do it. You put the title of what you're working on, Echo Strimmer, 316 or whatever. I don't know. Put that in your title, at least until you get going and people know who you are. Now I kind of feed off my subscribers. Now I don't really worry about it too much. In the beginning, that's what I did.
Yeah, well, it's... I think I've hit the heady heights of about 256. I'm flying, absolutely flying.
Well, that's a tough number. And my good friend Steve from Steve OJ, he does everything: bodywork, old cars, camping, cooking. And he got stuck at about 250 to 300, and now he's rolling again, and he's pushing over 500, and he's starting to. His channel is starting to go on its own.
Yeah. To be honest with you, Bruce, I'm not really in it for how many subscribers I get and stuff. I mean, this for me is my hobby that I happen to earn a few bob out of it. And more importantly, is I've had the opportunity to meet guys, learn huge amounts from people like yourself, Mick, Ken, and all the rest of them, and Henry, of course. A huge amount of knowledge has come through that I would otherwise never get. I mean, it's there. I mean, it's a perfect library. This is to me. Well,
there's a lot of things, and the way I fix something is different than the way Mick fixes something, or you, or Ken. But the best part about it is that I've got friends all over the world now.
Right? Absolutely right.
From Australia, New Zealand, England, America.
It's incredible, isn't it? Absolutely incredible. Yeah.
It is.
I mean, look how everybody on here helped out, or supported Martin Butler and his family a while ago.
That's right.
Yeah, amazing.
We all are.
And Martin is he's over this side of the pond, very, very popular man, but he doesn't do streams, but he does videos on 2 or 3 times a week.
Well, they used to do live streams every Saturday.
It's amazing how one engine has caused the whole community to get together.
Yeah, right. I mean,
and we all have our own.
Some are no here. That's a fact.
We all have our own stories too, inside ourselves.
Yeah.
And as you get to know people, that leaks out, and
Sure.
but you don't broadcast it to the world, and that's we have these friends that you can't believe how wonderful they are.
Absolutely right. Yeah, and we've even had tears here, haven't we? Let's be honest with you.
Yes, we have.
Happened and stuff, and you think, wow. I mean, it's just amazing. Every day I think about it, I think, wow. I mean, this evening I came up. I had absolutely no idea what to say. I don't plan anything because I'm not that clever.
You wing it, don't you?
But I just come on and talk utter bollocks for 15 minutes, and then it just goes from there.
You just wing it.
You wing it.
Well, of course. The way
it's so
That's
different.
what I do on a lot of my videos.
Publicly, I'm quite shy. My sister asked me to do the speech to the bride at my niece's wedding, her daughter, and I told her I couldn't do it. Because I'm talking to a computer with 6 guys in it.
Yeah.
But when I get out and there's 250 people out there in that crowd, I just
I find it difficult to look into the lens, it's and I was doing a video
43 in the house.
That's really good.
Yeah, well, we were up nearly 50 something just a minute ago. So yeah,
How many likes have we got? 44 likes. That's good.
45.
Good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I just gained 3 subscribers as well, so thank you very much.
Right, well done, mate. Well done.
We'll get you over a milestone. We can get you over.
Yes,
what I want to do is, like I said, I'm gonna do a video every day until I hit 100 subscribers. Then I'm gonna go down to 3 videos a week, and then just keep building my channel up like that.
Don't burn yourself out, because in about 6 months you're going to be like, oh God,
if you want to,
it has to be sustainable.
Andrew, if you want to put a link to your site on there, and we'll push it for you, mate. Put your
Thank you,
link
mate.
down.
Yeah. I'm going to be pushing him to my live stream, and my moderator that will be putting his link in. All be partners.
There we go. I've got 62 subscribers now. That's incredible. I mean, I've been on here 10 minutes, and I had 55 subscribers. Now it's got 62. So that's
what it's all
amazing.
about, mate. I don't mind.
I've just dropped a link to your channel, Andrew.
Yeah, we'll do. How do I do that then?
Partner's already done it for you.
What are ye not?
Hey,
I'm on it. I'm on it.
He's got to take a carbon
has Stella come on?
Partners for you.
Sorry, mate.
Stella here. Oh, I'm looking for Stella. She's always a lot of fun.
Yeah, hey Tim, can I drop you down, mate? I'm just trying to.
Drop me down, Conker. Yeah, no worries, mate.
Cheers.
Yeah, you can drop me down anytime as well, mate.
All right, Andrew, that's kind of it. I just like
welcome
to
back, Ken.
around a bit.
Milwaukee.
Oh,
Here we are.
Welcome
I
back.
can't afford Milwaukee. Those are expensive toys.
well, who said Milwaukee? Did someone say Milwaukee?
Oh,
Right on, bud.
Who has Milwaukee tools next to their Barca Lounger? Come on.
I know.
It can only be Can.
What's up, Mendit, man? Sorry, mate. Follow that.
No, if anyone wants to come up, I'm just enjoying my tea, Phil. So, cheers.
Yeah, what's up?
Oh,
And believe it or not, I'm in Mexico, but this is water, you guys. This is not. This is water.
Don't drink Mexican water.
Don't drink the
Oh
water.
no, those days are
this is
over.
apple juice.
Are they really?
The whole city is great. It's just like being back in Red Deer. It's good. Water's good.
Except it's a bit warmer.
It is that, but our water comes right out of the mountains at home. We're the first city on the watershed, which is great. Eh?
So
Back in Red Deer.
thinking of Spain, that's why you don't drink the water.
Mm-hmm.
Bottled water. That's it.
Isn't it? If you asked us 30 years ago, would we ever be paying for water by the bottle?
Yeah.
We'd be like, yeah, right.
$1.50 for a bottle of water. Are you nuts?
How crazy is that, for God's sake? I just don't get that.
We drink the water out of the tap at home, and then here it's they have a really good filter here, and normally I don't like using filtered water because the filter gets gooey, and then the water flows through the goo to get to you. but it's good. We're in filtered water.
Bruce, you're not selling it, mate. You're just not selling it at the moment.
No, we put a whole house filter in about a month ago because we were getting such bad chlorine because we're next to the pumping station in town. And the chlorine, if you literally leave a glass of your water for about an hour, it'll smell like a swimming pool. It really will.
Right. Yeah, we're lucky that we don't
I'm thinking out of a swimming pool, but it sounds.
You can actually boil it out, Ken, to a degree. When I was beer making, I used to be very heavily into beer making, and we had whilst I was living in Cornwall, we had beautiful soft water down there, but we had problem with chlorine. But what we used to do was we pour off, say, 5 gallons or whatever it is we needed, and we boil it then for 10 minutes, a hard boil, let it cool down, and then siphon off the sediment at the bottom, and you get rid of nearly all of the chlorine.
Oh wow!
You can't do that. So it's similar to get rid of it, of the ethanol and stuff, really.
So we have where I come from, the water's good 10 months of the year. But in the spring on the runoff, like when the rivers get full, there's a little bit of sediment in the water, and they do add chlorine in April and May.
So, Phil, did you get rid of all that beer you had stored up?
It's still out there, Henry. I've actually offered to give it to people.
Yeah.
What they don't realise is
he'll take it off your hands.
The beer out there was prize-winning beer in a national competition. I just want to get rid of the bottles. Or, maybe one day I might put a video back just to show you the process, or at least the gear I've got to make it. It's
yeah.
Yeah,
you had a lot of storage there for a while.
Well, there's a little bit about, mate. I'll tell you, I've still got all the gear out there.
Yeah, we have all our winemaking stuff still.
Yeah, I used to make wine as well, Bruce. It's I was lucky enough. I got appointed as the National Wine and Beer Judge many years ago. Yeah,
Really? That's a good job.
I'm not blowing my own trumpet. I trained for it. It took me 6 years to get the qualifications. But
that's all. We can make jokes all day long, but it must have been very interesting.
It was good training, mate.
Yeah, but you know what? Like I've been to wine tastings in BC now in Canada is renowned for their world wines and all this stuff. So you go to these tastings, and I have to say, even if you swirl your mouth out and eat that little piece of bread and all that, after 6 or 7 even tastes, not volume, my palate is done, and it might as well be a $3 bottle of wine because I couldn't tell you after a while.
I could judge 60 bottles in a session.
Is that right?
Yeah, but that would be at the national show and stuff. Yeah. But I mean, you don't just suddenly do. I mean, you have to train for it and stuff. And like you say, spit it out and wash your mouth and stuff. But
eat that little cracker.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's good fun. I made a lot of friends doing it. One or two enemies, as we said, when you used to beat them.
When you mark some famous guy low.
Oh, yeah. I had a bloke chase me around the hall once. What? He was going to.
Did you? Oh, hey! Did you tip?
What's wrong with my wine? Well, where do you want me to start? Then start running.
Sorry, Ken.
Oh dear. Yeah. Well, yeah, Vince. If you want to know, if you want any information, I'm quite happy to help out. I can tell you how to sort it all out.
It's not a problem, mate. It's I mean, all of us got different skills, haven't we? Outside of small engines and stuff.
Mhm.
You know.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's a good. Actually, it's a good point. What other skills have you got then, Henry? Without without too much detail, obviously.
Well, remember, I used to teach dance.
Wow.
I had a horse stable, right? So I was into horses.
What dance did you used to teach, Henry?
Country dance, but then
Okay.
also like the jitterbug and the swing, the East Coast swing, West Coast swing, cha-chas, waltzes, all
Line
that.
dancing.
That's very
Yeah,
interesting.
line dancing. Yeah.
Oh,
So, did you do it with your wife? You know, did you work as a couple to
That's
teach
where I
people?
met. That's where I met my wife. Yeah.
Oh, okay, interesting. I can see you down there, Gary. I can see you, mate.
Yeah.
Dancing is a vertical expression of a horizontal idea.
Oh yeah.
You know, Bruce,
Oh,
I'm
yes,
a bit worried about
horizontal
asking you what your other skills are, but I'm going to ask you. What's your other skills then, Bruce? Are you into stuff?
Oh, well, I got 1,000 interests.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
started taking piano lessons at 40, and of course, mechanics and
Yeah.
travel. I read. Yeah.
Yeah. How about the piano? What sort of stage are you now? You sort of can you sit down?
No, yeah. Well, pardon me. I went really hard at it for about 5 years because I took piano lessons as a kid, so I knew where middle C was.
Yeah.
And then now I just plink away. I have 3 or 4 songs that I can still do from memory.
Yeah.
And but you know, I'd like to get back into it again. I've been plinking away a little bit, and I'd like to get that feel for it again, because when it's amazing.
The fingers, I guess, isn't it? I mean, for keeps the fingers nice and
Yeah.
supple up and.
Yep.
Yeah. I've never been able to play the piano. I played in the brass band since I was 9 years old, but
A piano to me is an easy thing because the low notes are down here and it just keeps going up to the high notes. Somebody who can play a guitar where notes are all over the place, I have no idea how they do that.
Yeah. How about you then, Parky? You what's your skills outside of cars and stuff?
Well, my desktop PC, I've built that from scratch.
Oh, what makes it? You what?
Electronics.
Yeah.
I'll fix other stuff, not just cars.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I fixed other stuff besides cars, obviously, and I built my own shed.
Oh, okay.
Never done it before, but it was quite easy. All I needed was a miter saw, Sharpie, an impact driver. That's about it, really.
Yeah. Sure. How about you, Ken? I mean, I know you're a man of many talents, one of which is being able to search the internet.
Yeah, like I said, I like to know everything about everything.
Sure.
I went back to college at 45 and got a bachelor's and a master's degree because you can never stop learning. I love learning.
Oh, you never stop learning. That's true. Never ever stop learning. Stop learning, you stop living.
Yeah.
Yeah, very true. So,
trying to avoid Alzheimer's, so I figure keep learning something new every day.
Yeah.
Keep busy, Ken.
I'm always frightened to ask Lee, to be honest with you. So I just never know quite what he's going to come out with.
I have dabbled in a bit of small engines. I have got a workshop where I have dabbled in messing with motorbikes and doing the small engine stuff. But I mainly like doing what I do now, doing my scratch builds and all that. But in my spare time, I do try and do other stuff like mess around with bikes and cars in my spare time.
Lee, you used to race bikes, right, Lee? Didn't you used to race motorcycles?
No, I used to race bangers. I used to do banger racing.
Oh, I go at that once. Me and my mate.
That's what the demolition derby, we call it.
Yeah.
Good fun.
Me and my mate had a go at that many years ago. We had these old banger cars, stripped them out, and we arranged to go to what they call a figure of 8 banger race. Is that right, Lee? You go cross.
They bang each other in the middle as well.
Yeah. So we managed to get the cars down there to the track the day before. I got my car down the day before, and my mates we trailed down the morning on what was called an ambulance, which is basically a two-wheeled trailer that the car front wheels will sit on.
Mm-hmm.
And we trailed it down to the track, and halfway there, the car we were towing went past us because it had come off the trailer.
What's up?
Yeah, it's called a dolly. Phil. I have an
on the day of the race, I got in the car, and my car wouldn't start as it went. And everybody used me for a break.
I've had interesting ones where I've rolled over on the reef. I've rolled over and all sorts. I've done all. I've destroyed cars. I had one car, a Fiesta. I rolled it over, hit the tire, went airborne. As I went airborne, I actually rolled it and come back on my wheels and was driving round, roll it over, do it again. It was hilarious.
Right. Oh,
Here,
yeah.
guys.
It's always interesting what people get up to, because there's more to life than just small engines.
Yeah,
interesting.
There is more to life. You like sending little clips flying across your workshop.
That's a skill.
That's a skill in itself for you.
And to be honest with you, I perfected it in aces.
Yeah, you did. You perfected that to a skill as you put it on it. Go,
there are dozens of clips, bolts, nuts, washers, engines missing in my workshop. I tell you, they have no idea where they've gone.
Those are fun to see at the raceway. They had the camping trailers. Like, Ken, is that the raceway down towards the shoreline? I forget the name of it.
Yeah, I forget the name, but they used to do it, with the camper trailers on the back.
Camper trailers, yeah. That's some fun stuff there.
Oh yeah.
Hey, guys. Sorry about before. I had the ultrasonic cleaner ring, so you wouldn't be able to hear me. But since I got about a half hour before the carbs are done, I figured I'd come down and have a pint with you guys.
Yeah, ideal, mate. You're more than welcome. Yeah, I put you on mute for a while because it
was
with that stuff, but it's no problem.
You guys were talking about beer for a little bit. Well, welcome.
There's a home brewer. There you go.
Wow.
What you got there?
16 taps.
16 different taps.
Is that coming out okay?
Oh yeah.
Have you got
no waiting
types of beer on tap?
Well, currently, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's right now 10 out of 16. I got a couple of them that are fermenting down here.
Oh my Lord! Are they all
don't tell me that's all personal consumption, Gary.
Raspberry chocolate
No,
stout.
this is I've been doing home brewing for about 14, 15 years now, and it's been a great hobby. But unfortunately, with COVID and everything, you haven't really been able to share too much. But the basement here got the 12-foot bar in the back, and I got another 2 taps behind the bar there for the special brews.
Yeah.
I'm going to bring a carboy up and fill up at your place.
Yeah. What sort of equipment do you use then, Gary? I'd be interested.
Yeah, so in the basement here,
we have a thing called a brewmaster, I believe you can buy.
Yeah, so I've built a whole electric brewery here.
Zoom in, Conk.
Just have a look, mate.
Actually, no, there. I'll switch my camera. It'll be a little bit easier.
There you go.
Oh, we go. That's a little better.
Ooh,
sorry, guys. I don't want to.
Oh, look at that! All stainless steel.
Stainless steel, yeah, beautiful.
Yeah.
So, where's your mash tun then, Gary?
The mash tun is I do a brew in a bag. So I just got a simple 7.5 gallon, with the recirculation.
Sure.
It's got and it's actually 120 volt.
Yeah. So do you sparge in there as well, do you?
I do, yeah. So I have the false bottom there.
Yeah.
And then the sparge arm is right here.
Did you build that, or was that a commercial setup?
I just bought the Bayou kettle, and then I did all the conversions myself.
Right. Okay. So then, do you force cool as well? I guess.
Yeah, I have an immersion coil
Yeah.
right here, and then I got a 50-foot counterflow wart chiller that I built.
Yeah. Do you use that external or internal feed?
I use an internal feed off of the sink here to run this.
Yeah. For what? For the water or for the wort?
So I'll use this pump to recirculate for the wart here, and then this pump will just be for recirculation and for during the boil to create a whirlpool.
Yeah, sure, okay. You use fresh hops or do you use pellets?
Use pellets.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, Matt. I mean, I'm a brewer.
I would say it sounds like you found a best friend there, Conker.
Well, I'll tell you what, mate. It's nice to talk about brewing. But I don't want. It would be very easy to go off on a tangent now.
Well, when we share, if you're ever stateside, I got a nice big 30-gallon kettle for you. We could share that.
Yeah. I can give you some recipes if you're interested, Gary, for English ales.
I have made that before.
Sorry, guys, just to talk about this for 2 minutes. I can give you a recipe for an English ale called, you may or may not have heard of, called London Pride.
Oh, no, I haven't heard that.
Well, London Pride is one of the top beers, in my opinion, you can buy in the country. And we had a visit to the brewery, and I saw the menu, and I memorized it. It's all that percentages. And I gave it to the national show, the recipe, called it Sam's Pride because my son's name's called Sam.
Very nice.
They used it as the competition beer.
Wow,
yeah,
that's great.
If you want the recipe, I can always send it to you.
Yeah, I do partial grain recipes because I don't have the 3-vessel system. It's made it a lot more easy. But as I'm looking through my,
well, you should be able to do an infusion mash in a straight.
Yeah, fusion mash. Yep.
Yeah.
I think I've done an English ale before, but I don't remember what it was a clone of.
Yeah.
I just finished making an Irish red.
Okay, yeah, because you guys do all sorts of weird and wonderful beers in the States. We don't do that stuff.
Believe it or not, I'm an IPA guy. That's how I started, and I love IPAs, but I only make one New England style IPA where it's very hazy, very cloudy, very dry hopped, and all my friends love that. But I only make one because I'm more of a porter and stout kind of guy. I like the heavier beers.
I've got a recipe for Guinness if you want it.
The chocolate imperial stout is what I have. Is actually based off of a Guinness, and this one is 10.4%, and it's on. I don't know if you can see it. It's on a nitro tap.
Sure. I can certainly give you. I've got some Russian stout out there bottled. That's probably must be 18 years old now.
Wow. Rocket fuel.
I tell you, if I ever get up to Gary's house, I'm gonna have to stay in the guest room because I'll never be able to drive home.
That's usually what happens. Well,
Ken, you got to go there. Pick Henry up on the way as well.
Yeah, I mean they're each 40 minutes away from me. So.
Wow. Well,
pulls out to a couch or to a bed.
There you go.
And then you got your movie theater here. And this wasn't all me though. I had my wife put a big contribution into this place, which you can't see.
Ooh, like a diner. The booths. Nice.
Oh, wow.
So this is all my wife's idea.
That was beautiful. You got to I got to bring you a wall box to go on the wall, a Seaberg 3W1.
Yeah, that's what I really want is a 3W1.
I have an extra one, Gary. Seriously, I do have an extra one.
Oh, it's not plugged in, but yeah, this is just the Bluetooth one. We were talking about. It's nice looking.
Oh, yeah. 10-15 Wurlitz, sir. Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I mean, it works out great. But like I said, my wife, we found this from a pizza place that was remodeling in town, and they were throwing them out, so we got them for free.
Wow!
All these, we got the doubles, and then finally,
that is cool.
Got the pinball machines.
You're killing me, Gary. You're killing me.
So where's the kitchen then? Where all the food's cooked for the diner then?
Right there.
Your snack bar.
Oh my Lord!
Popcorn machine.
You've got it all, mate. You really have.
You got the hot dog machine, the nacho machine, got the hot cheese right there. And then the pizza machine is over here.
So what do you do? Have the school kids come up once a week or what?
Usually my veterinarian, my mortgage guy, will have a couple beers down here. It's set up for pretzels right now, but it has the 4 pizza racks to keep the pizzas warm.
You live in Waterbury?
Yeah, just north of Waterbury.
Yeah.
Okay.
Henry, we got to make a road trip, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so one of these days, hopefully once the COVID infection rate goes down, right now with the basement we just finished, I want to say like or mid to late last year during COVID, we got it's pretty much insulated down here. It's got the old paneling. It's got the thermal curtains so that it can actually stay warm down here. And but like I said, it's been tough because my wife's parents are immunocompromised, so we have to be careful of where we go. We're fully vaccinated and whatnot, but at some point, I would like to have a small get together and
Hell, we do a live stream that lasts about 12 hours.
You must have a lot of friends.
Well, I was in a home brewing club for a number of years, but then I it just got to the point where I got married, bought a house, priorities, but now I'm starting to get back into it. And my wife and I do the wine as well. We just finished up a Beaujolais, to about 14% Beaujolais.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Why aren't you 400 pounds?
Because I don't drink every day.
Yeah.
Although sometimes I wish I did.
Is it only me? Oh dear. Do you use packet yeast, Gary? I mean, because you can. Are the yeast freely available over there? All the specialty yeast.
Some of the special ones I would have to order. There's a place over in Monroe, Connecticut, very close to where Ken is, called Maltos Express, and they can usually get in any of those.
Yeah, Maltos. Yep.
Yeah, Maltos on Route 25, and they can get all the specialized yeast from like UK or wherever. I usually will use Y yeast, and I have shipped them in before. And just make sure you get an ice pack, and haven't had a problem.
Yeah, I mean, I used to culture my own yeast.
Really? Wow.
On agar slopes and stuff, and then you could acid wash them so they'd be fine.
Yep, that's one thing I haven't tried yet is a sour beer, because you have to kind of dedicate equipment to that.
Yeah, and you need to be careful; it can affect your whole brewery.
Exactly. That's why I haven't done one. Maybe at one day I'll give it a try, but I stick with the more traditional ones. I have bourbon barrel.
Hey, Stella.
Bourbon barrel porters. Let's see.
Hi, Stella.
More beer.
And probably the most unique one that you guys would probably never hear of, but it's probably the most popular, is a peanut butter porter. With Reese's Pieces peanut butter cup in there.
No, it's wrong. I don't get you guys.
Don't knock it until you try it.
Ken, what was that brewery we went to in Waterbury?
Oh God,
Lasting Brass, probably.
Yeah.
Or Brass Ale Works.
No, the first one, I think.
Yeah.
Lasting Brass. Yeah, that's an Oakville.
Yeah. Where they got the big pizza oven with all the pennies on it.
Oh, that's Brass Ale Works, I believe.
That's where we were. Yeah, they had the big pizza oven with the pennies all over it.
Yeah.
Nice place though.
Oh,
yeah.
I'll just pop the link out to see if Stella wants to come up, or Mick, or somebody.
Yeah, so I'm going to drop down anyway. I've got things to do.
All right, mate. It's good to see you as always, mate. You take care.
It was good to see you and have me up on panel. So I'm going to stay in chat. I'll see you again. Thank you.
See you in chat, Brother Lee.
Well, let's just see if anybody wants to come up. That was all.
Yeah, Gary, I didn't know you were so talented and that you and Phil were like blood brothers. Yeah.
I tell you what, I could spend hours coconut beer and winemaking.
Well, Phil, I'll send you Gary's email, and that way you can send him.
Sure. Yeah, we'll do it because you never know. I might be able to help you a few things, Gary. I've got.
Certainly. Always interested in looking for new recipes too. I mean,
I'll give you prize-winning recipes, mate. That won the national show.
Thank you.
I won the. I've got the title Master Brewer Great Britain twice.
Wow.
And I was runner-up twice. So I sounds big-headed. I'm sorry, but it's true. But
No, I
can give you
like I
this-
said, there's some very talented home brewers out there, you know, and
Oh yeah.
it's when you and like what he was saying, you got the specialized yeast, you could do all those different style beers, and
Sure.
you know the English pale ales. You mentioned it was an English pale ale or just an English ale.
It's well we would call it session beers.
Session beers,
yeah.
yep.
The alcohol's around about 4.2, 4.8, you know, but the IPA should be 5.2 upwards.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, because the English pale ale, the one that I've done, and Ken would know this. You've ever had the Naughty Nurse?
Oh yeah, yep.
Hang
That's,
on,
the that's one of the clones I did of. It had, that was actually pretty good. It's the dry English ale yeast.
One of my favorite though, and most people don't like fruity stuff, but I like a good cherry crick.
Oh, the creeks. Yeah, they're nice, mate. They're fine.
Yeah,
they're fine. Come from Belgium. They're all the Belgian beers.
And I'm a nut for Hefeweizen wheat beer.
That's what that's what's brewing right now. Actually, I got a Hefeweizen.
Warm wheat beer, Hefeweizen with the yeast, and oh my god, it's so, and chunky too. It's like you're eating oatmeal, you know.
Well, they can be quite low alcohol. They're summer beers, really.
It's almost like eating liquid bread, but I love
That's
it.
basically what I got.
Yeah,
Can't wait for that one to be ready.
Well, you only ever use. You don't use any barley in it.
I did use a little bit of barley, actually. Where is my? Gotta find. Actually, wait, it's on my phone. I actually use that. Let me tell you the recipe on that one.
What I like about Maltos is Maltos has the plan where you walk in, you could drop one off and pick one up. They have that beer share where you can drop off one of your home brews and pick up one you've never had before. So it's pretty good.
Yeah, I've done the homebrew competition over there a couple times. I just haven't had a chance to do it. It's and Mark and Test, who own the place, very, very great. I got some Munich malt. I have some wheat, and yeah, I do have a little, maybe about, it was 7 pounds of wheat, 1/4 pound of Munich malt, and then about 1.5 pounds of barley.
Yeah, I got turned on to wheat beer. I worked in Germany for 3 months back in the 90s, and I just every night was wheat beer. It was just unbelievable.
Yeah. But the thing is, with wheat, you cannot. I mean, the whole point of wheat is it will not clear. It will always.
It will not clear.
Always. And you have to have it like room temperature.
Yeah, I mean, because it's basically originally it was what they call a summer beer.
Yeah.
Yes.
In the summer.
Well, that's the setup that you just saw. I actually have it set to 72 degrees to hold the temperature. The fermentation is anywhere from 64 to 75 degrees, but I kept it right in the middle. You know, usually if you cold ferment, it takes a little bit longer, but 72, 71 degrees seems to have been perfect.
Yeah, well, I would mash in at 72C.
Yep.
Mash in at 72C and hold it about 54.
Yep.
For English.
Yeah, I'm going to be cold crashing it soon. Actually, probably tomorrow. I got to get into the secondary to get rid of the yeast cake there, but it'll be. I usually force carbonate my beers. I kind of don't like waiting. But
oh wow! You see, you learn something every day. Everyone, this is interesting. Well, you know, I have to hold my head in shame and say I'm drinking Stowford Press, which is the cider. Whatever.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
You guys mentioned a Belgian ale.
Yeah, the creeks and all the rest of them. Well, Belgium has somewhere in the region of 400 different styles of beer.
Yeah, my grandmother used to have the beer in the hallway in like a 24 pack. You know, they never put them in a fridge. You know.
No, that's right. Because every Belgian beer has got its own glass.
Yeah,
it does. Yeah,
glass. I've got several up here now. But,
yeah, you get the nice tulip glass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ever have Trappist?
Yeah.
Trappist
Yep,
beer?
I've had that.
Trappist beer, they have different colored tops for the different alcohol levels.
Yeah.
Well, that's smart.
Yeah, blue, red, yellow. I can't remember them now. But they're good beers. But you don't want to throw them down your neck because you'll end up on the floor very quickly.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Have you guys into spiced beers at all?
No, you Americans, you're weird with your beers.
Ken, you would probably, so if you're more into the fruity kind, I usually do it in the fall time. It's an apple spiced ale, so it's like 5 or 6 pounds of chopped apples, a little bit of nutmeg, and very little bit of cinnamon because those spices are extremely powerful.
Does that taste more like cider than beer, or what?
No, actually, it tastes basically like Christmas in a glass.
Oh, nice.
It's Christmas in a glass, and if Christmas had a flavor, it'd be Jaeger. But I don't know what you people in Jaeger.
All I gotta say is ho ho ho. Okay.
I have the Sam. What I'm drinking right now is the Sam Adams White Christmas clone. So that's the what I made it. That's a wheat beer as well.
Mm-hmm.
So what volumes do you make then, Gary? What's the length of the beer?
Well, usually I only make 5-gallon batches. I have the 5-gallon quarter kegs basically, and I have that 30-gallon kettle. I can easily do a 15 or 20-gallon boil, and that's usually if I'm splitting it between 2 or 3 other people. Honestly, since we haven't had a lot of people over, that beer is just going to wind up sitting, and I can't give it away fast enough. But then I never get my growlers back.
Just leave it outside. Send me your address. I'll
yeah. We give it the carbonated canisters, what they call the carbonated containers. They keep all the soft drink stuff in. You keep it in that, do you? I forgot the name of what the hell they call it.
Yeah, so
I want to say cornichons, but they're not. That's not the right word.
So I got a 20-pounder for just of CO2, and then I got a 5-pounder. That's the one that's the far with the 2 gauge, and then I got my beer gas, which is 75% nitrogen and 25% CO2. That's for your Guinness.
Yeah.
But there, let me see this real quick for you.
Yeah, my father-in-law was in the tap soda business, so we did carbonators and all that stuff.
My own.
Yeah.
So you got all the gas lines and everything, all the taps. So you could fit 14 of 5 gallons in here very comfortably, and then I'd have to put my last 2.5 gallons mini kegs on top of it, and it would just barely fit.
What's the shelf life for that, Gary? How long is it?
Yeah, give or take 6 to 8 months, depending on the IPAs will expire the quickest. It's usually like the porters and stouts. This Imperial Stout's probably about 4 years old. The vanilla porter is probably about 2 years old.
Oh,
everything
wow.
else in
It
here.
lasts that long, huh? Wow.
Yep. Well, you just keep it. It's all stainless steel. Keep it sanitized.
Wow.
Is that temperature controlled, Gary?
That is correct. Yeah. So down below here is just a vial of water to maintain the temperature, and a Johnson Controls. I can't really see it back here, but that unit, the green glow is the unit there. Keeps it at
what do you hold them at then?
At 40, about 41 to 40 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, sure. It's a good cellar temperature. Yeah.
You must have a hell of an electric bill, Gary.
Actually, not as much as people think. So, but this actually will cost about $68 a year to run.
Wow.
This 1969 upright freezer costs about $400 a year to run, but it works. It runs at 1600 RPMs, and it belonged to my father-in-law and mother-in-law, and we just keep it for all the food.
That's not ammonia refrigerant, is it?
I believe it is, actually.
Wow.
Good old Westinghouse.
Oh, yeah. Henry remembers the old ammonia compressors.
Yeah. Matter of fact, the Whalers, where they had their practice ice rink in Farmington.
Yeah.
Well, the plumbers, they would expel the ammonia because it was ammonia frozen, ice.
Yeah.
They expelled it down the road, the path, and it killed everything down the path all the way to the lake. Yeah. Ammonia.
Well, it's good stuff. You learn something every day.
Oh, yeah.
Bring it back up, Andrew. Sorry, mate. You sat there.
I'll do that, mate. Yeah.
No, we ain't got anybody in the basement. That's why I brought Andrew back up. Is it Andrew or Andy? I never know, mate.
Whatever you want, mate.
Yeah. Well, we say, call me what you want, as long as it's not late for dinner.
That's exactly what I say. Yeah,
Bruce finished his lunch, so if he wants to come back up, you could drop me
Yeah,
down.
it's all right, mate. I can see you back up there. I'll just drop you back. Partners, just drop me down a minute, mate, if you don't mind.
Where's Bruce?
Hey, what did I miss?
The art of brewing. That's what the last 40 minutes was.
Oh, well, that's the
All right,
subject.
just drop me down a second, mate.
Oh, wrong button.
Oh, have I pressed the wrong one? There we go.
Hey, Conker, it sounds like you and Gary got to get together for a brewing live stream.
Absolutely right. Yeah. Hi, Stella. How you doing?
I'm doing well. It's freezing in my little shop, but I just got the heat on, so it's getting better. No, all this beer talk sounds just very tasty.
Yeah. Well, you know, it all started off like all these things do, like saying, so what else do you guys do? You know, what's your interest? And then Gary comes up with this thing about beer making. I was heavily into it many years ago. I mean, really was. And we good to talk sometimes.
Well, I was too, and I used to go to the bottle shop, and I would buy caps because I did the caps on beers. I didn't do like the flip tops, whatever those are. And I would always get like mislabeled caps or like bad printing caps. And I remember one time, and it was the first brew that I made that was like a full mash brew, and it was really, really good. And I had to go out of town for a while, and so I had somebody house sitting for me, and I put that one beer in the very back of the refrigerator, and it had a root beer cap on it, because that was the whatever the burger company whoever did root beer. And when I got back from being out of town, the guy said, "Man, that root beer tasted terrible that was in the back of your fridge." And I was like, "Man, that was the last one. I was saving that for when I got back." So, yeah.
Hey, Stella?
Yes.
It's just like your name tags. They're, we don't even know who you are. We don't know what kind of beer it is. We don't know your name.
That's right. Don't know. Don't know. Keep everybody, on your toes, trying to figure that out.
Keep them lean.
I've never actually drunk any beer, so I'm all right.
Really?
What's all right?
Never drunk beer.
Anyway,
how old are you, Andrew?
I'm 19 years old. I can drink, but I don't like beer. I don't like the smell of it.
It sometimes takes a taste to get involved in it, because some beers, in my opinion, are too bitter, and I'm not fond of those as much. And hearing you guys talk about some of those wheat beers and Christmas beers and those things all sound very, very good to me.
Mm-hmm. Well,
that said, I drink the cheap stuff a lot of times too. So.
What was that? Rolling Rock? What was that?
Yeah, man, Rolling Rock. It's good, cheap beer.
Latrobe, Pennsylvania. There you go.
That's right. That's right. Good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So what are you drinking then? Bruce, I can't imagine you'd be drinking anything but champagne, mate.
Bruce doesn't drink any of that.
Yeah, right. No, I just got asked that question. What am I drinking? Nothing today, just water so far. And but I will probably drink some Pacificos this afternoon. But the tide is now low, so it's really good walking. So I am going to leave. It's low tide at 3, and it's 2:58. So you wouldn't believe it. It's like a wet hockey rink. It's so flat, So I gotta go.
Bruce, you gotta take some videos of the beach. Show us the beach.
I will. I'll take my camera with me. Right?
Yeah.
Videos of the beach would be nice at this cold time of the year.
Well, yeah, and we didn't get to go last year, Stella, and we usually come 3 months every year now that I am done with my main employ.
Well, I know most of you guys laugh at me. It's like 40-something here. I know that's T-shirt weather for some of you guys, but sorry, man, that's cold for us little people down south. Yeah. Well, we're gonna have a bunch of ice coming in probably, so I need to go buy some more kerosene so I can heat when I lose my power, and and then go to the grocery store and buy bread and milk and all that stuff that goes bad when you can't refrigerate it. So that's what everyone does around here. They like clear out the shelves.
Yeah.
Right? Isn't that weird that even though, like, where I live, it's 30 below for 2 months at a time, we still put our stuff in the fridge, like.
Yeah, when you can just put it outside, put it on the deck.
Ooh. Hey, Bruce, Hanioki's here.
Is he?
Yeah.
Right on.
Oh, yeah.
Hanioki 14.
Hi, Hanioki. Didn't Hanioki just lose a few fingers? I think. I'm sorry to hear that. That was pretty bad.
We were talking about it earlier on, Stella. I think Bruce was telling us about it.
I mean, we better knock wood because it's amazing with all the small engine work we do and the sharp blades and everything.
Well,
That's right.
Yeah. Ken got his finger last fall.
Oh yeah, 2 years ago.
Yeah, it's not pretty. Believe me.
It's still numb, Bruce. Right at the very tip, it's still tingly.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yep. Mine was many decades ago. Back in the 1900s, it's when I cut my thumb off. So it still feels weird to me. So
yeah, I've got numb spots on my hands, but I've like all of you, I've used tools my whole life, and once in a while you zip one.
yeah, you don't mean to, but it happens. You're like, why did I do that? It's like,
yeah. Oh, Haney, Mr. Haney, I call him, Mr. from Green Acres, Mr. Haney.
Short-handed.
Pat Buttram. Remember that?
I put three fingers in the 6-inch roller, and they were like flat, like paper. And you didn't really feel anything when it happened. When you took it out, when it started blowing back up,
Yeah.
that blood, like a heartbeat in your fingers. Oh,
yeah, for months. For months.
Yeah. I had to wear cages on my fingers.
When that saw blade came apart just before about November for me, I actually stood there for about 5 seconds because it hit the garage doors and the ceiling and everything, right?
Bruce, what was that? A table saw or what was it?
It was a miter. I was using a miter saw, and I was cutting wedges.
Yep.
And I shouldn't have. And the blade tilted over and caught the rim, and it just went pooh. And I just stood there for about, like, I never did anything for the rest of the day. I was rattled hard, and I just kind of felt myself all over a few, just make sure, like, did something would go right through you. You wouldn't even you wouldn't feel that.
You wouldn't know
it. You wouldn't even
it.
feel that. You wouldn't know it. No.
And everything goes slow motion like that too. When you're realizing that, it's just like everything.
Yep.
So since then, I have been, like, it's just I've been rattled. I've actually been rattled on anything that turns fast. So anyway, I'm going to go for a beach walk. Thank you for having me on, Phil, and we'll talk to you guys later.
As always,
hi, Mr. Bruce.
Anytime.
Yep. Nice to see you all.
And you,
again.
All the very best to you. So what have you been up to then, Stella, apart from freezing's over there?
Well, just trying to catch up on stuff. I have somebody that brought me their old Honda Passport. I'm trying to help him figure that one out.
How many cc is that, Stella?
I don't know. It's a C70, but I don't know if it's a 70 or 50 cc. I don't know. I'd have to look it up. But he had the screw that held the butterfly on his carburetor fell in and it got wedged into his exhaust port. And I'm like, I don't know how that's going to be. So I'm going to try to help him figure that one out. So I've thought about doing a video on it, but I'm not sure that people would kind of like that kind of stuff on my channel. I don't know.
You got to be different. Why not? I'd watch.
Well,
maybe.
The best bit of, I'm sorry to interrupt you there, Stella. Best bit of advice Mick gave me was put a video up anyway, because somebody somewhere will watch it.
Yeah, and that's probably what I'll do. And and if people don't like it, they won't watch it, I guess. Who knows?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly right. Yeah.
Hello, James. How are you doing today?
But he's right about one thing: beautiful people.
Well, I'm just have fun. That's all. Yeah, and I thought the C70 would be a 70 cc, but I don't know. I think they still consider it a moped around here. Who knows? It's so old, nobody cares, I guess.
Can you show it to us properly or not?
Pardon me?
Can you show us to it properly? Can you get the camera swing around?
Yeah.
Does it have foot pedals?
Yeah. It's definitely no, it has a shifter. It has a like an automatic clutch on there. There is no clutch lever up there, but it does have gears.
Yeah,
and maybe it is a 70cc. I have no idea.
Yeah, if it had bicycle foot pedals, then it's a moped.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, you're right. It probably is a regular motorcycle.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna try to get into that and try to figure that out for him because it doesn't start right now. So it's either his the screw that came out, he said, was sort of wedged in the exhaust valve, and I'm like, ooh man, I hope that didn't tear up the exhaust. But he also took off the timing chain to get that off, so he might have got the timing off as well. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Be interested. No, be interested to see what you do with it. See how it works.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah,
I might figure that out. I got to get the rest of the lawnmowers out of here. I got those blowers I got to deal with, so that's sort of on the back burner now. So,
good stuff. Well done.
I've gained another 3 subscribers.
Cool.
Good job.
We got now, Andy. How many?
I'm on 66.
Well done, mate. Brilliant. Well done. Well, I'm glad that we were able to help tonight as well. That's good stuff.
Absolutely. Keep putting out content. That's what you got to do.
Every day.
Yeah. Don't burn
don't burn yourself out, mate. I mean,
yeah.
2 a week if you can, then you'd be great.
Sorry?
Yeah. So maybe it is a 70cc. Who knows? Huh. No, and it varies from state to state. Whoever asked the question about different driving license, it's depending on what your state is. Some of them require registration, some of them require tags. The majority of them don't require any license to operate, so that's why a lot of people have them. So,
yeah, I can see his code down there, Tim.
Yeah.
What's Andrew's channel? Can somebody put up Andrew's channel name for Ken?
There is no E on the end of engine. I figured that out.
A bit like engine.
Right.
Good stuff.
I have changed it. It's all good.
So you put an E on the end of it?
Yeah.
Good. Okay.
There we go. So we can put it up, try and help Andy get some more subs with good stuff.
Yeah.
I can't believe how many I've got already, and I've only been doing it for 4 days, and amazing.
Well, there you go, mate. There we go.
Like you said earlier, guys, it's incredible how everyone can just come together and help the little person out. You know what I mean?
Well, just keep putting out content, and you'll get better at it. You know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think there's definitely a knack to be able to sit and talk to yourself and film it at the same time. It's not everybody can do it.
Yeah, that's why I started off just recording the object. Think they were all in my face first of all, but then just did it then.
My only problem is getting it to getting it all edited together, as you probably can see by now.
Is that why you got Nick on speed dial?
He's learning, Phil. He's learning.
Well, Phil, I watched that video that you put out, and I was like, "Wow, he's almost. How much more can he say?" You know, I brought that carb, and then I realized it started over again. So that's all right.
It was buy one get one free, Stella.
Exactly.
I thought it was like Groundhog Day. You know.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah. You know, the funny part was I didn't even know until somebody pointed it out to me. I had no idea.
There's a snake in my boot.
I thought I hit the button or something to go backwards or something.
Well, I think it's a talking point anyway, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. Right, guys, I've been on just over 2 hours. I said 9 o'clock, and I'm really chuffed we got there. I do hope everybody's enjoyed it. As always, thank you for supporting me as much as anything else. Otherwise, I'd be sat here talking to myself for 2 hours, to be honest with you. Even I would get bored with that.
Yeah. Phil, I'll send you Gary's email, Phil, and you and him can
do that. I might be able to help him. You know, who knows? I got lots of stuff I can offer him anyway, so we'll do.
Well, thank you for having me up here. I appreciate it, and it's good to see everyone. Everyone's stay safe and warm.
Always good to see you guys. So, thank you all. Everybody that came up, brilliant. Thanks very much indeed. Everybody on the comments, Appreciate your income, your input, and there we go. We'll see you next
Thanks
week.
for all the subscribers.
Take care. All the best.
Cheers.
Take
Bye-bye.
care now.